are going to die. Now what? We talked last time about Jesus on Palm Sunday and how he knew he was going to die in just a week. That's crazy. Now I want to ask you guys this. You know you're going to die. Now what? What do you do when you know you have less than a week to live? Think about it. You're probably going to want to do that one last thing, fix that one broken relationship, and make sure the things that you care about in this world are taken care of. As Jesus heads into Jerusalem, he's doing one thing, crying. Jesus wept over Jerusalem, and then he made a profound statement. If you, even you, had only known on this day what would bring you peace, but now it is hidden from your eyes. The days will come upon you when your enemies will build an embankment against you and encircle you and hem you on every side. They will dash you to the ground, you and the children within your walls. They will not leave one stone on another, because you did not recognize the time of God's coming to you. This sounds terrible. Jesus is saying that all of these bad things are going to happen to Jerusalem because they did not recognize Jesus. But this isn't a curse like the fig tree. Jesus knows for a fact that Rome is going to come and take over Israel and force everyone to run away. Jesus didn't call any of this to happen. He's mourning. He's mourning for what he knows will take place soon after his death. The next thing Jesus does is insane. He goes into the temple and notices that there are markets there. People are selling sacrifices for way too much and anything like that. And Jesus gets very upset by this and goes on a rampage. He flips tables and drives out anyone who is buying and selling anything in the temple. And then he stays there, or he says that they turned the temple, which is supposed to be a house of prayer, into a den of thieves. This is Jesus taking care of something very, very important to him before he dies. His Father's house was being mistreated, and Jesus wanted to make that right. Jesus stayed in the temple and preached constantly. The chief priests come in, and they are shocked by this. They become very angry and look for ways to get rid of him. And by get rid of Jesus, they wanted to destroy him and leave nothing left. Let's go back to Palm Sunday for a bit. Jesus is riding into town being treated like a king. Everyone is praising him, but there is another side to this story. The Pharisees were in the background plotting to kill him. They wanted nothing more than to see Jesus die. Then there's Judas, one of Jesus' close followers. After all they had been through, Judas is plotting to turn Jesus into the very people trying to kill him. This week is so much more than Jesus knowing he's going to die. It was Jesus knowing that the people of Israel, the Pharisees, and one of his close followers and best friends were going to betray him and kill him. And it's one thing to know that you're going to die, but just imagine knowing exactly who was going to kill you. This is your last week to live. There's probably that last thing that you want to do before you go. And as we move on into the rest of the week of Jesus' life, we're going to see just what that last thing is.